was really a fourth quarter game. I thought we were pretty average for most of the game, and then we're able to find a little extra juice there in the fourth quarter. I thought we did a lot better in and around the basket of just getting some loose balls and some rebounds, and then I thought Elle was really good out in the passing lanes. We started to communicate a little bit better in the fourth quarter with some of those switches, and obviously, 25-8 fourth quarter was really good for us.
We talked about Elle during the recruiting process. Is this the kind of game changer that you think she can be for you?
Yeah. I was pretty upset with her in the first half. I thought she passed up a lot of opportunities to do some things, and that's kind of where we're at when we watch film with her. I watch film with her after every game, and it's really about 6, 7, or 8 plays that I feel like, hey, you could have made a play right here. And she sees it and smiles like, okay, yeah. That's just part of working through on being more aggressive. But defensively, she's been I don't know that I've had a freshman just be able to come in and get concepts defensively and understand that into the floor as well as she has. So she got a chance to be pretty good, I think.
You talked about after the Gophers game, if you came today and didn't play well, but is it, I don't know, like a maturity type win, or at least maybe a maturity test early in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I was scared to death. I know how Kristen's style of play, where she's been, and competed against her at 2 other schools before this, and they're really good at what they do. And if you're not ready, it can make you look silly. And I was worried because of the style of play that coming off Minnesota. If you're going against zone, you don't make your first 2 or 3 threes, that it becomes a struggle. And it just, they slowed the pace down a whole bunch in the first half, which is not the way we enjoy playing. But I think the fourth quarter was a chance to mature a little bit and grow a little bit and learn some things.
Defend home court. I know you're going to be gone here. How important was to get these 4 at home?
Well, yeah, I mean, these 3, it was huge. I mean, that's what, you go into the Gopher game thinking, hey, let's play as tough as we can. Let's try to be there at the end, see if you can get it. Able to get that. Just didn't want to have a letdown tonight, Dom. And it looked that way for quite a while and just kept prodding to try to get them out of it. And obviously had some people step up. And it just, we're going to be gone for almost a month now. So it's nice to leave here. You don't want your fans to see you play well and then, leave on a clunker for 4 weeks. So I'm glad we got, an exciting fourth quarter there.
Like you said, you brought up a little bit, to have a freshman do so much defensively, the steals, a couple steals and layups, a block on the weak side, and, you put her on Cementel late and looked like just her length affected her shot after she kind of shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can just see her walk in. I mean, she is super long. Her wingspan is, it's out there. But she can also move her feet and run and jump really well. And she just is already, one of our top defenders. She's going to be one of our top offensive players. I mean, I saw the block coming for 3 seconds before she did it because I could see her getting her feet right and just knew that was about to happen because she does that a lot in practice. So it's a great thing to have somebody that's switchable like that can, has the size to guard some low post players even, but could also switch on to a pretty quick little point guard that had a great game.
Jory, tell us about, you mentioned Christina, I know, to Logan, about her getting her here and how you see her role developing as the season goes.
Yeah, we were looking for, some 4 or 5 players in the spring, and we're looking in the portal, looking for JUCO kids. We'd been recruiting her most of the season, along with a couple other junior college kids. She was just personality-wise, when you get a chance to talk to her, I mean, you're going to love her. I just thought she was going to fit us really well with who she is as a person, and she's a pretty good player too. She's got 3 years to play here with her COVID year, and she knows she's in a mix of 2 or 3 at the 5 spot, that it's going to be spotty right now. But, if she keeps playing like she is, she's going to earn more time. She's another one whose IQ is just really, really high for basketball. She's played on some national team stuff and done some things in Belgium for a long time. But her IQ right away stood out. She's a good communicator out there, just things you maybe don't assume about a junior college player coming in. She's good at those things.
Elle, just describe, it looks like the fourth quarter, you guys kind of got rolling, you especially maybe on the defensive end. what switched at that point, or was there anything you felt like sparked that?
You know, at halftime, Jory really was not really happy with our first half performance, so we kind of just needed that extra juice to just kind of get us through the game. And I think it was 25-8, so doing that in the fourth quarter, I think, really shows a lot about our team. So, yeah.
Defensively, you had steal, block. I mean, you know, not many. It doesn't seem many true freshmen can come to the college game and seem to adapt that well. Why do you think so far you look pretty comfortable or effective defensively?
Well, I think I'm really long, and the way Jory plays defense, you know, he wants us to be in passing lanes and stuff like that, so I'm able to gamble, and tonight I was able to gamble and win on most occasions. So, I mean, having the defense that Jory puts in, I mean, it allows you to do stuff like that.
Abby, coming off the Gophers game, and I'm sure a letdown is what everyone's talking about, but what do you think changed? It looks, I think late in the third quarter you had a 3-point play and one early. I mean, how do you feel like that did at that point?
I think we're just, you know, we kind of need some time to figure out the game a little bit, settle in, but once we get going, I think it's hard to stop us, and when I'm feeling energy from my teammates, Elle getting steals on defense, that kind of thing, and we're able to, you know, kind of push more than, you know, we were able to in the first half with them playing the zone, I think just gives us momentum and a lot of energy to go make those plays.
Take a level of patience. They had a little lead, but then you get to 2, and then they'd go up again by 5 or 6, and you tied, and then it just didn't seem until the fourth quarter you're able to surge into the lead. Was it frustrating for the first 3 quarters?
Maybe a little. I was really happy with our perseverance throughout that whole game. You know, like even in the Minnesota game, this game we're up and down, and our Montana game even up and down, but we never give up. We always have that fight in us, and I think we always just know that we're in it and we're ready to take the lead whenever that chance comes.
You're not that far removed from being an L spot. To see what she's done in her first few games of her collegiate career, how impressive is that so far?
So impressive. I think tonight just goes to show like how much disruption she can cause on the defensive end and the offensive end. Like, you know, she's as good as anyone out there, and I'm just really happy and excited to play with her for the rest of the year and years to come.
A sense coming here that you would have a chance to impact and play as much as you are?
Probably not as much as I am, but I knew I'd be able to get some minutes. But I mean, to be starting, I mean, it just, I don't know, I would have never like dreamed of doing it. So I mean, it's just crazy, and kind of the confidence that Jory and the coaching staff and my teammates have in me is just huge. So
After you're playing high school ball, to have this kind of success, I mean, like Eric asked, I mean, is it kind of blowing your mind right now?
yeah, it is crazy. If you would have told me a year ago today I would be doing this right now, like mind blown. So.